Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we take you through all the top trending stories of what's happening in and around this beautiful city. You're watching the show with me, Simran.
And Misha here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And our top trending stories for today are two cyclists were seen attempting a dangerous stunt on the roof of the Dubai Marina Footbridge.
And Sheikha Mozah sets a brand new milestone for female pilots worldwide.
One second, we have a lot more stories, and we'll also talk about Dubai residents are handing out free umbrellas at this bus stop for passengers to beat the summer heat.
And we're talking about a new startup who is encouraging citizens to start composting.
Also, we'll be speaking to the legendary mixed martial artist Royce Gracie later on the show today, so do keep watching. But first, Shahir, I want to tell you a little bit about this post I saw on Instagram.
Go ahead.
This weekend, so I was scrolling through.
As you do.
As you do. And then this sponsored Instagram post comes up about a salon, and it's advertising free services for influencers. So if you have 10,000 followers, you get a free wash and blow dry. If you have 100,000 followers, you get a free hair color and blow dry.
Okay.
And if you have over 1 million followers, literally all the services at the salon are for free, as long as you promote them, promote them here and there, and just give them a couple of stories, give them a couple of posts. Thoughts?
Honestly, I'm not shocked. It's free publicity for them. They get exactly what they want. It's free advertising.
Yeah.
But my thing is, they're getting more for their money than the influencers get. So also my sister-in-law, she is an influencer, and the salon she promotes, she gets a lifetime of free services, whatever she wants. So I'm not shocked. She's living her best life. She's never gonna have to pay for a haircut or a dye job or anything in between. I mean,
I feel like it's just such a good time to be an influencer right now. But of course, it's so many things. Why don't they get paid for it? Do they just get the free services out of it? Does the salon get more out of it? And at the same time, it's just, it's a good-looking person's world. If you look good and you're an influencer, you just have the world at your feet, free services, free lunches, free dinners.
My thing is, so free services, if you have over 1 million followers, you can totally afford getting your hair done or whatever forever. So why would you give the salon free publicity when you can afford the services? And they can be paying you. The salon can be paying you as opposed to you giving them free promotion.
I mean, that's true. You have a point there. So I guess if you have 1 million followers, that's not something you would even be attracted to.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they pay
And then
you.
it depends of the quality of their services, how reliable they are, the salon's credibility, because people get haircuts and end up not being happy with it.
That's so true. That's so true. You have a point there. There are two sides to this. One is just how do influencers get everything for free? And the second side is why aren't they getting paid for it? Even though they're getting free services,
for sure.
It's they have earned those many followers. Most of them have earned, I don't know, some...
Oh, shady comment.
Oh. Well, yeah, the other half you don't really know about, how the followers came to be. But yeah, interesting. But of course, like we said, influencers are just living the life.
They really are, honestly. I'm so upset about it. I'm trying to keep calm, cool, and collected.
Imagine all those chemical peels that you get. If you were an influencer, it would be
literally
paid for. And then a fat freeze, cryotherapy. They have
What's
all
that? The really cold machines that you go in. I'm fine not doing that. It's not the most important thing in my life.
Apparently, this is just really relaxing and rejuvenating expensive.
It feels like another way of suffering. It's like those ice buckets that you jump in for a minute or whatever, and everyone's always shivering. No one has a good time. Okay, it's probably good for your body, but go to the beach. The water's always cold.
Honestly, the people that do that, guts. It takes guts to jump into a tub of ice cold water.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, we'll start with our first story now. Two cyclists were seen attempting a dangerous stunt on the roof of the Dubai Marina Footbridge. Now, Dubai Marina residents woke up to the sight of two cyclists attempting a crazy stunt on the roof of the Dubai Marina Footbridge at 6:50 a.m. this morning, and netizens shared the videos with us and questioned the antics, wondering if it was for TikTok, if it was for YouTube, like what was it for? And more footage shows the two men were being asked to get off from the roof of the footbridge by the municipality workers. But of course, in that footage, you can also see them arguing and just like pointing different directions. So not sure how that conversation ended.
So just recently, a 21-year-old Gulf national without a driver's license was arrested for reckless driving on a quad bike on the main road. The man was reprimanded for driving with an unlicensed vehicle, and well, the vehicle was not licensed and he didn't have a license for it anyway.
Yeah, so this is a different story. Now, it's worth noting that any sort of behavior that puts oneself in danger or endangers the lives of others and or violates traffic laws and regulations are completely prohibited and will be subject, and the culprits will be subject to strict punishment according to UAE law. But I mean, it's just insane, like the kinds of things people do for a viral TikTok video, viral YouTube video.
Is it worth it? It's super dangerous. That's my thing. Like you're putting yourself and the people around you at risk. If you need a license, like people aren't setting these requirements for fun. Like it's literally for your safety and the safety of the people around you. Like why risk it? And there's been so many accidents that I've heard of, at least growing up, because where I'm from in Oman, I don't think you need a license, and people are reckless about it, like doing wheelies on the main road and stuff like that. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, and especially for this story, like with cyclists on the top of, like a footbridge roof, it's like so many. It could be moist and really wet, so you could slip off and fall.
Yeah, especially that early in the morning. Like, everything's really humid and everything's really damp anyway. It's not worth it.
Like, the weight could be probably too much. It could collapse. Like, so many things. Like, you just can't predict these. And you can't predict a bad situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just quite reckless.
Not worth it.
Not worth it, yeah.
Not worth it.
Not worth it, Shahir, for thinking
It's not. Guys, listen. Don't. Just simply don't.
No, yeah. Why? I mean, like, you're living in a good city. You have good amenities around you. Why do you want to put yourself in the hands of law, be on the bad side of law? You don't want that.
And if anything, like, go to dunes. It's more fun than like going on a quad bike on the street.
Yeah, exactly. Now we were talking about two different stories here, but yes. Yeah.
Either way, not fun. So moving on to our next story, Sheikha Mozah sets a brand new milestone for female pilots worldwide. So she has become the first woman to pilot the AW609 tilter, setting a new and important milestone for female pilots. This was in civil aviation, obviously, and it was during her visit to the U.S. helicopter headquarters in Philadelphia. Sheikha Mozah piloted the revolutionary aircraft, making her the first world's tiltrotor to receive a civil certification.
Now, she expressed, "I'm thrilled to be the first female pilot to test this revolutionary aircraft. It was not only a personal milestone, but an opportunity to shatter another glass ceiling for women. I always push myself beyond my limits to prove that if I can do it, it is also within the reach of anyone else who is determined enough to try."
And according to The National, Sheikha Mozah has always been passionate about flying. Ever since she stepped foot into a cockpit and seen it for the first time at the age of 12. Since then, she's soared in the field of aviation, setting several records and becoming the youngest enrolled student at Oxford Aviation Academy in England.
That's amazing. But her accomplishments don't end here. She was then appointed as a first officer with Emirates in 2015 and set out on her first passenger flight from Dubai to Amman, Jordan, to eventually hit another milestone, becoming the first lieutenant pilot in the Dubai Police Air Wing in 2019, which is so impressive. And anyone aspiring to become a pilot, like any Emiratis, because as women, you do have so many restrictions, whether you come from, like, regardless of your culture, nationality, background, like, it's just a common thing. Like, you have those restrictions, and then you have those standard jobs that your parents want you to get into, like jobs that are pretty basic, like engineering, doctoring, all those things. Like,
well, they're not basic jobs. Those jobs are so complicated.
No, my bad.
I get your
meant
point.
Like nothing risky, even 1% risky, like piloting, like up in the sky. Like, you just have your parents, like they have reservations for these kind of jobs.
Yeah, I get you.
So, I mean, it's just huge and so impressive. Like, she saw something and set out on that path.
The thing is, this story proves that it's unfortunately a man's world, and for us to get to 2022 and this be the first we hear of this, it's really sad. In Oman, there's one female pilot. And I remember this was around the same time my brother became a pilot, and it was such a big thing.
Yeah.
And it should be praised, and it should be something that's acknowledged, because it is tough at the end of the day for a woman to do exactly what a man's doing, if not better. And they don't get the appreciation, acknowledgement, and like receive the praises they need to for making it happen when it is significantly harder.
Because you just don't know the number of obstacles they would have had to face and overcome to get to where they have. Like, I'll tell you, the other day I was speaking to a taxi driver, and he was just telling me about his wife and kids. It was all really sweet until he said that he just doesn't allow his wife to work. So I'm just like, okay, why? Like, does she want to work? She doesn't want to work. And then he's like, why? Like, if I'm working, she doesn't need to work. Like, she needs to take care of the kids and make sure they study properly and excel at their studies. And I'm just like, but what if she has...
But she can still do both.
Yeah, she can do both. Like, what if she wants to do something else or, pursue a hobby?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, she can do whatever as long as she's at home, and not out and, distracted from the kids' education. And it's just like, as much as we feel like we're progressing and developing, there are still, like, you have these conversations and you realize, like, we are still, like, there's still so much to be done.
Exactly. My thing is, like, while you're talking about that story, imagine, like, the potential that you might have, the passions that you want to pursue. Like, that's the sad part. Like, that didn't sink in until right now,
Yeah.
And, like, with the way my family is, like, my family, there was just generally this, like, sense of feminism throughout everything. Just seeing my mom work growing up, and, like, different family members, like, their moms wouldn't work due to,
okay,
like, I don't know, being from the countryside or something. Like, it just wasn't the same. So, I don't know, I just always had that in my mind that, like, people grow up differently, and there's just not the same sense of progression between not even, like, countries, but, like, family members,
Exactly, that's true. And, like, it's just so many things that need to change mindsets. I feel like a lot more does, but right now only mindsets come to my mind.
Yeah, and, like, a big part of it's culture,
Culture, yeah.
Like,
100%.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but, like, one step at a time. Ideally, 10 steps at a time. Well, like, we will get there. Ideally.
But of course, stories like this just add that bit of inspiration to our days and make us feel like if we want it, go out and get it and fight for it, and, we might just make it like Mozah. We'll move on to our next story. Now, Dubai residents are handing out free umbrellas to bus users to beat the summer heat. Now, summers in Dubai can be super rough. The scorching sun, the lack of natural or synthetic shade, hot winds, sandstorms, I mean, it goes on. But Dubai's thoughtful residents always look at predicaments as opportunities to help out and spread generosity. And the staff of a Dubai plumbing company called Tool Boys setting up a box of free umbrellas at a bus stop in Dubai International City to help public transport commuters beat the heat is, it just goes on to prove that. So basically what happened is brollies are being offered to commuters whilst they waited out for their bus, and users are being requested to return them. Like, if they are using the umbrellas to wait, like, they have to return them back to the box before boarding the bus.
So the kind folks at Tool Boys started this initiative on Saturday, May 28th, and have since then received tons of praises and appreciations for their thoughtful gestures towards the community. The company's Facebook post goes on to express that they will be conducting the same initiative in different parts of the city as well.
So we shared this story on our Instagram, and the comments are just loving the story. They're just like, that is so sweet. People think, oh, there's no shade, there's nowhere to stand. And these individuals, they're like, what can we do about it? This was a very quick and easy fix.
Yeah, exactly.
Umbrellas while you wait, and it's just like, whether it's raining, whether it's a sandstorm, like whatever it is, it's like nice shade for you. And they have like a good number of umbrellas, not like 3 or 4 that you fight over.
protects your skin, avoids like sun exposure.
Yeah.
But that's true. Like it's literally these like minuscule acts of kindness that go a long way. I didn't even like my thing when I first moved here. I wouldn't walk to the metro because this isn't like Europe or London or whatever where you can just walk places, So that was my I didn't want to sweat. And it's so hot. It's unbelievably hot. So it was never something that... If I had an umbrella, different story. But then I also...
Really? Let's get you an umbrella and see you walking to the metro
No,
station.
fine now. I have a car. Alhamdulillah. But like, it's hot,
Yeah.
It's such a hot country. And like, this is something that... So if you got the umbrella, you will always remember that there was always this initiative that helped you out and made your day just that much easier.
Yeah, and I was seeing the comments and someone's just like, I wish I had this when I was a kid in school, waiting for the bus.
Yeah.
And it's the person's like, it was always so hot in the morning and uncomfortable, and then you get in the bus and you just your eyes are hurting from just blocking the sunlight. And this is just, it's just so sweet, honestly. Even the comments, people sharing their experience of waiting out, and if this initiative was there, because there are shady bus stops across Dubai, but some areas don't because we have so many bus stops.
Yeah.
So a lot of areas don't have. It's just a sign, and then you stand beside it to wait for the bus.
Oh, I know what you mean. They don't have the whole sitting situation and all that. Yeah.
There are some air-conditioned bus stops.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Many parts. Yeah, on Sheikh Zayed Road, Nada, and all those areas. But I think the smaller, within the alleys and stuff, you don't have the proper air-conditioned bus stop. So this just makes it that much more bearable.
Yeah, it's literally proof that a little goes a long way.
Exactly.
Speaking of, so a Dubai-based startup is encouraging citizens to start composting. So Waste Labs aims to utilize every piece of food waste to create an opportunity for literally every piece of food scrap to becoming a solution rather than a burden on our society and our environment. Their goal is to put an end to food waste through their initiative, an interactive digital platform that encourages users to, in the most simple way, to customize their solutions to food waste and rewarding users as a form of encouragement.
It's amazing. Now their solutions are super convenient for households and businesses such as hotels and restaurants, and simplify the collection and separation of food scraps and leftovers from the kitchen, and composting or repurposing. The application is pretty simple to use. The food waste collected from you will be sorted at source and disposed to create healthy compost and other byproducts that benefit our local soil, local farms, local food, and local jobs. With that one simple step. And what a brilliant initiative. As we go green, as we know the UAE and Dubai is looking forward to becoming more sustainable, introducing green projects, greenifications and all of that. This is just, individuals' initiative and her, just supporting the UAE in its move.
Yeah, we see a lot of companies being aware of their corporate social responsibility, and especially in Dubai, they're doing everything they can. Dubai Waters, for example, is 100% green energy, and we also have a responsibility that other people don't necessarily consider. You can recycle plastic and start using non-plastic Tupperware and stuff like that. But composting is a very interesting way to just use things in your house in another way. Because recycling, you send the bottles away. With using Tupperware, that's going to be with you forever. But you don't consider the things that you have that you throw out that can be used in your house anyway. That's composting is something I want to get into.
And now that you say it, that sounds so interesting. I would want to as well.
Yeah, and realistically, don't eat everything that you have. At times there are pieces of waste. But my question is, where do the worms come from, by the way? Because I was thinking about this. I was going to start composting, and then I said, okay, I'm going to have to do it on my balcony. Obviously, I'm going to get the whole box and the soil. But where did the worms come from?
Some things are just better left with imagination. No, I feel.
Do you buy a box of worms? We'll ask her. I'd like her to come on the show, to be honest.
Oh, that would be interesting, just to find out about the worms.
Yeah.
Honestly, now that you asked, it's are they just created in the soil?
I have no idea.
Do they come from? Wow, we need to get on this. It's quite a mystery. for us, maybe not for you. Don't judge. But keep watching, because right after this very, very short and snappy break, we'll be speaking to the legendary mixed martial artist, Royce Gracie. So stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. And right now we are joined by one of the most influential figures in the history of mixed martial arts. He's a retired professional mixed martial artist, and we are so happy to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much for being here. So, for people that might not necessarily know about you, can you just give us a brief about your career and what you've done? Because there's been so many accomplishments, and we don't know where to start.
My father learned martial art, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, from a Japanese gentleman that was doing business in Brazil, and with my grandfather. So in exchange of good faith, he taught my uncles. My father was actually too small and couldn't learn.
Yeah.
So he just sat down and watched, and he kind of memorized the moves. And one day my uncle was late for a class, so my father jumped in and told the student, "I'll teach you a class," and taught him a class. He liked it so much that my uncles are like, "Hold on, out of nowhere, where'd you came up with this? Where'd you?" So he didn't invent a new art. He just adapted for himself.
Yeah.
So a smaller and weaker person was able to do it. So he had leverage into the moves. But then became a quest for my family to find out which style is the best, because karate claimed they're the best, kung fu claimed they're the best. So everybody claimed boxing, kickboxing, no, I'm the best.
Yeah.
All the styles. So in Brazil, my family created like a show, not a show, but it became a challenge, more of a quest to find out which style is the best. So they'll put a karate guy against a boxer with no time limit, no weight division, no rules, no gloves. So until somebody quit. So it was like, that's what we've been doing in Brazil for so long. But a lot of people thought, oh, the Gracies are arrogant. They're trying to put down the other styles.
Yeah.
No, we're in a quest to find out which style is the best, which one works. So my brother brought the concept from Brazil and to America and create the first UFC.
Did you get an answer?
For many years we've been doing this, getting this answer in Brazil, but what happens in Brazil, the world don't know. So when my brother brought to America, it was an 8-man tournament. So they will fight. On the same day, you have to fight 3 fights in one night with no gloves, no time limits, no weight division. So not like you see today that it's one single fight. Back then it was 3 fights in one night. On the second UFC, it was actually a 16-man tournament. It was 4 fights in one night with no gloves, no time limit, no weight division, no rules. So until somebody quit.
Okay.
And there was a sumo wrestler, a karate, a boxer, a kickboxer, one representative of each style.
Okay.
And when I went in and I fought, I subdue everybody without hurting them. Because jiu-jitsu, you don't rely on strength, don't rely on power.
It's technique.
And you don't have to hurt your opponent. That's the beauty. So here I am, dominating guys. They're boxing champions and karate champions without hurting them. And the fight finishes like, wait, I didn't get hurt. And he wins. It's like, how can that be possible?
So Royce Gracie, now, is that your real name or fighter name or what?
No, that's a real name.
Do you have a fighter name?
No. It's my name, it's my fighting name.
But I feel like that name itself holds a lot of weight. Royce Gracie.
Yes.
When they welcome you into the ring.
Oh yeah, that's exactly how they announce.
So you're telling me in your art, like your technique, you don't hurt, so how exactly is the other opponent defeated?
That's the difference in between Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and karate, for instance. A karate guy or a boxer, he have to hit you so that he will hurt you.
Yeah.
I don't have to hit you because we don't punch people. We subdue them.
How?
I'll get in a clinch. Imagine 2 boxers fighting, okay? When one is losing, what does he do? He gets in a clinch. He hang on to the other person. So the referee comes over and separates them. Well, if there's no rules, and I get in a clinch with him, and I hang on to him, and then I'll take him to the ground. Now he doesn't know what to do. So I'll dominate him, and I'll apply a submission that he'll tap, he'll quit. If he doesn't, I'll just put him to sleep.
That's it for him. No more.
Good night.
Nice knowing you.
Very casual. Put him to sleep forever.
We'll probably need the sleep after what just happened, you know?
But it's a much more humane way than instead breaking people's face and cutting them up and.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You've also
Definitely.
taken part in one of the longest fights ever, 90 minutes, right? What was that like?
Most boring fight ever.
90 minutes?
The crowd fell asleep, woke up, and we're still fighting.
Why did it take so long? I'm so confused. But how's it boring?
It was a 6 rounds of 15-minute rounds with about, I think it's 2-minute rest in between each round. So today they do 3 rounds of 5 minutes, and that's it. Back then, that was in Japan. It was 6 rounds of 15 minutes. So the crowd, I'm telling you, the crowd fell asleep, woke up, it's like, my God, this guy's still fighting.
Oh, we're still here?
Did you see the crowd like dozing off and like, guys? Did you pause?
We're fighting the entire time.
You're fighting the whole time?
Fighting the entire time, yes.
For 90 minutes. And
I fought a guy once that was 6'8", 490 pounds. 490 pounds is 2 of me. His shoulders like 2 of my size. Like,
and how did that end up?
I finished him in less than 3 minutes.
Insane.
Okay, you know what? Before we move on to the questions, we need to learn a few of these techniques. I have a lot of people I want to, what's the word?
Annihilate.
Submission, use a submission.
Can you go around the office later and just like show us how to
annihilate people? Not annihilate.
headlock? Like,
hey, we used to fight for free in Brazil. Now we get paid. I love it.
on a career change?
Are you asking us to pay you to show us? Are you implying?
No, I can teach a class, not a problem.
Okay.
I think you.
I thought you wanted me to choke somebody back there. No.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know
But
what?
I
I'm
think
going to keep your number. Might come in use.
if anything, you should pay them after the tragedy that you've just put them
But
through.
it'll be, like I said, jiu-jitsu is very humane. You just subdue the opponent. You don't hurt them. You don't cut them up. Don't cut them up. Yes. So
what is one technique? I see on TV, like if you press a pressure point on the neck, it's a way to subdue them and they just fall, it's like pass out.
There's chokes, yes.
Chokes?
There's many different chokes that you can do.
Can you show us one?
I volunteer as tribute.
I prefer not to teach on TV.
No.
If they come to me
Okay.
and take my class, I was teaching a class yesterday. I have one of my black belts that teach over here, Royce, Gracie, Dubai Academy. So they teach over here. He teaches over here. If they want to come in and take a class, yes.
So I want to ask, jiu-jitsu, so is it more of an attack kind of technique or defense?
It's a self-defense art.
Self-defense.
It's a very defensive, yes.
Okay.
So I'm like boxing is an offense art. They'll come after you to knock you out. Jiu-jitsu, I'm defending myself.
Karate?
Against offense. They're all striking. They all come to hit you.
And karate is also
offense.
It's not
Yes.
defense?
They're all offense.
Okay.
I
Yes.
thought it was defense too. I assumed it would be.
I mean, martial art in general was made for you to defend yourself in a street fight situation. But on the moment that they're swinging and hitting at you, it becomes an offense art. You see?
Because I feel like karate is more like blocking, right?
That too. They all punch, but they all rely on punch on this. I rely on this. That's the difference.
Nice.
You don't have to be big, you don't have to be fast, you don't have to be strong.
How did you get into it? So obviously, like you were telling us about your family, how they got started. How did you get involved? Like, how did that happen? And at what age also?
Very young age. Because, I mean, when my uncles did, my father did, and then my cousins. I have a very big family.
Yeah.
My uncle had 21 kids. 21. My father had 9 kids. Together, just the 2 of them, because there was other uncles that kind of move away. That kind of separate themselves. But just the 2 of them had over 100 grandchildren and over 50 great-grandchildren. So it's a very big family. And everybody is involved on jiu-jitsu.
You guys are planning on populating the earth?
Pretty much.
One fight at a time.
Yep. But then growing up, it was pretty much like we grew up on the mat.
Yeah.
So our playground, my father, my older brothers would bring us, and it's like, hey, hang out at the academy, hang out on the mats, and just play over there.
Oh.
So for us, it's like if you're a soccer player, a footballer, and you bring your kid to the soccer field every day, and he sits there and just end up playing. Eventually, he's going to get the taste for soccer and hang around, and it becomes natural. So it was not something that we're forced to do. It was just natural. We're just there, and I have 4 kids. They all been helping me teach since a young age. They can teach already. So like my father, he taught us how to teach, not how to fight.
Yeah.
Fight was more just a quest.
Is that what you teach in your academy as well?
We teach, yes. We teach a lot. All my instructors, they teach self-defense, yes.
Self-defense. So what all components do they learn in your academy? Like, it's all the rage. People in Dubai love your academy. Anyone who wants to get into this art, your academy is to go to. So could you just tell our audience a little bit more about that and what all?
Yeah.
I did a seminar yesterday, yes. But if they go to my website, roycegracie.com, they will find all the address, all the information for the Dubai Academy and all the other academies all over the world that I have. So.
How does yours stand out to the rest?
Because I follow exactly what my father taught.
Okay, and then
that's the system of self-defense, that you don't rely on strength. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't have a lot of the schools. That's the difference. A lot of the schools, they go for competition, and you show up, and everybody's like strong, jacked up, and they rely on strength.
Martial.
And yes, so, but that's 1% of society. 99% of society that's what my father's philosophy. They're average person. So that was the purpose of the UFC when I first fight. If I can win somebody 490 pounds, if you know the technique, you can do it too.
You're good to
It's kind of like driving a car. If you don't know how to drive, sorry, you're gonna crash. But if you know how to drive, it doesn't matter if you're petite, young, 16 years old, or if you're 9 years old. If you know how to drive, you know how to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't know, it doesn't matter if you're 9 or 16. So it doesn't make a difference.
I'm enrolling.
Is there an age requirement, or you can start as young as...
Yesterday, I did a class. There was about maybe 40 kids over there. And even the parents were impressed of like how the kids listen to my instructions. Silence, quiet in the class. I don't have to yell. I just talk to them and just... But there was kids about from 5 years old, 5 years old, until about 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
And then above that, they came to the adults class.
This teaches a lot of discipline too. So to learn this at an early age is quite, it's just good for the long run. Also, I wanted to ask you, you were the first fighter to feature in the Hall of Fame. How did that feel, that accomplishment?
I was just doing my job. But it is awesome to be recognized.
Yeah.
It's awesome to be recognized. So on the UFC Hall of Fame.
Such a simple answer, no?
Yeah, right? It's still humble.
I mean, no, but my father taught us, after you win, you see a lot of people celebrating. My father was against that.
Yeah.
I already beat my opponent. He's already got humiliated. He's already feeling bad. Why do a dance and celebrate? I trained to win. So if I lose, I lost twice in my life, in my career. The times that I lost, then I went to the locker room. It's like, what happened? Let's talk it over. Let's figure out what happened. You see on this? Because I had the strategy to win, so what happened? So we're going to figure it out. Both fight, we finally figure out what happened. But the wins, it's like, there's no reason to taunt the opponent. So, yes, when we get to the locker room, it's like, awesome. But in front of the opponent, there's no reason to be taunting him and humiliating him more.
That's good sportsmanship.
About discipline, yes. But all the sports pretty much give the kids discipline. If you bring your kid to a soccer game, and he doesn't have his cleats, he doesn't have his shoes, the right shoe, or doesn't have the uniform, he's not gonna play.
Yeah.
So you teach the kids from a young age on, hey, I gotta get my uniform, I gotta get my clothes, I gotta show up on time. And if the parents bring them late, the coaches are gonna punish the kids or sometimes don't let the kid play. So the kid's gonna be on top of the parents. Hey, we gotta go. I can't be late because I'm being punished. So it teach them discipline in general. Jiu-Jitsu not just teach the discipline, but give them, the discipline, but it gives them confidence.
Okay.
To deal with any kind of situation, because it doesn't matter if the person throws a punch or grabs you in a headlock or pushes you, you know how to defend yourself.
It's amazing.
With, you know how your entire family's involved, right? Is it something that like runs in the family? You know how there's like even basketball players and then their kids end up being basketball players, and obviously height's a big component in that, or just general sports. Do you think it's something that you can learn or something that is literally in your blood?
Both. Being a Gracie, it can be a curse, it can be a blessing. So we come from a fighting family. So if you don't know the art, the question will come up. That's what I tell my kids. The question will come up to you one day. Hey, you're Royce Gracie's son. Can you fight? No. It was like, it would be a curse. So, yep, I can do it. It's a blast. What do you want? You got a problem with me? No, I'm just asking. It's okay.
I think it's still not a curse. It's still street cred. Do you know about my family? Yeah. Do mess with me.
It's like if he can't beat him up, like I'll call my dad
or my cousin or my brother.
There's 100 cousins.
Yeah, literally.
Just ring up one number and that's it.
Yep.
Or the family group chat.
Well, I got a problem over here, cuz. It happens quite a bit.
Oh, really? They call you
They
down
always
to
call
beat
me
people
up, yes. We got a problem. It's like, okay, I'll go talk to him. Hold on.
you'll talk to him.
5 minutes and I'll be there.
I guess with you just need to just speak to the person and that's it, right? That itself intimidates them.
Pretty much. Actually, I never had a fight on the street.
Oh,
So doesn't mean that I walk away from one.
crack your knuckle.
I don't drink, don't smoke, don't have any vice, don't really go out partying, live a full professional athlete's life. So it's like getting an argument is I'll give them a chance. Hey, not that who I am, even before. I'll give them a chance, and they know by the way you talk that, oh man, this guy got so much confidence. Something's not right. Something's like, I better leave him alone. It's like,
Have you had students where, you just knew they were not up for it? Like, what are those things that, I don't know, make someone not capable of this art? Like, is it not being disciplined or?
I don't believe in good student or bad student.
Okay.
I believe in good teachers and bad teachers.
Okay.
So if you don't learn, it's the instructor's fault.
Wow.
I take the responsibility.
That's good. It takes a lot of pressure off the student.
Yes. So when I go learn something,
Yeah.
I tell my instructor, hey, if I don't learn, it's your fault. They're like, really, Royce? I was like, that's how I think. So don't blame me. If I do, so your problem to teach me, not my problem to learn. If you show up, I'll guarantee you learn.
But you know what? That makes your academy all that much more attractive. And if you guys want to enroll, do head down to roycegrace.com. RoyceGraceDubai.com.
RoyceGrace.com, and you get all the information for the Dubai Academy.
And you can enroll there, and you can get all the information on your classes, and you hold seminars there as well, right?
I come about 2, sometimes 3 times a year.
Okay.
I visit. I live on an airplane and hotels, so I travel all over the world about 7 to 8 months of the year. Teaching.
Oh, wow.
Everywhere.
Ain't that the life?
That's my world, like I said.
And we're just living in it, yes. Well, thank you for having us then in your life.
In my world.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Appreciate it.
Well, guys, that was Royce Gracie on the Lovin Dubai show. That is it for today. Do catch us same time, same place tomorrow. Goodbye from me.
And me.
And me.